Oh, some of the yellow flag out. The pond. Oh, lovely. Yellow iris. And there's still a fair number to come. It's the 31st of May, the last day of spring. Just going to have a wander around the garden and just see where we're at. Well, the tomatoes are struggling. The weather's been cold and wet. It's only 12 degrees today, so hopefully if we get some nice warm weather, they will grow on, and we might get a few tomatoes. But I'm not very optimistic about tomatoes growing outside at this latitude. These are green gages, sort of little yellow plum. There seems to be a fair number of them, not excessive. These are the Victoria plums. Again, just enough, not too many. You never know what to do with them when you get too many. There's only so much plum jam you can eat. This is the pear tree. Oh, signs of a few pears, but most of them fall off. It's looking a little more healthy than it has done in previous years. And the climbing French beans are struggling in this cold, miserable weather. Used to get a really good crop of these. And potatoes are beginning to flower, so when all the flowers die off, it'll be time to try them. Sort of early potato, they're the best. And of course, they're always struggling in this cold weather. They like warm, humid weather. But they seem to be getting away. Just let the asparagus grow away now. Produce lots of foliage, put lots of nutrients back into the root system for next year. Competing with this, I think it's most of it seems to be chickweed, but it's not a great problem. Very shallow rooted. The onions are doing all right. There's going to be lots of strawberries if we can keep the slugs off them. This is a Bramley apple tree, which has got hundreds of apples on you. Really have to thin them out. Most of them, a considerable number of them fall off anyway. But I do notice a problem that you get with this tree. And it's just the first sign of it. Grey aphids. You see them there. The leaves curl up. So just keep an eye on that. And foxglove, it's only a few leaves, but they very quickly spread if you don't keep on top of them. Boston ivy is just beginning to make its ascent up that wall. And I noticed on the Cookie's pippin, the net tent of this particular caterpillar, they can in fact destroy a tree really quickly. Just pull them off. There's another one on the Bramley. The buddleia produces this prestigious growth. About 10 feet. And the hawthorn hedge needs cutting before it gets too hard and spiky. It's 2 cuts in the year, one at this time of year, and one in the autumn. So that's going to have to be done in the next couple of days. Chomping away at the nettles, making a little tent for itself. There's several of these. Just have a look inside it and see what's doing it. Green caterpillar of some description. Green caterpillar, I don't know what of. That's a tasty morsel for a little bird. And a pair of blue tits in the nest box at the back door. That's the sort of thing they'll be seeking out. Hundreds of flowers on this bramble which have yet to appear. Children next door, it's half term. Got some friends round. There you can see this new growth with this massive thorns. It'll be about 20 feet long with this. Let's cut it back. Well, this is one of the red oaks. They really struggle, these red oaks. But so far, so good. It's doing really well. There's one of 4 lime trees which I put in. And it seems to be growing really well. Well, it's 7:15. I just spent 4 hours cutting grass. So I need to sit down, so it's a lovely evening. It's the last day of spring, the 31st of May. So I've just come down to the local baker. I've just been and dug a few worms up and I'm just going to lob them in and see what we get. Well, it's the 1st of June, the first day of sort of meteorological summer. Yesterday it was cutting grass. Today it's cutting hedges. I just can't believe how much these hedges have grown. Probably because of the wet weather and mild nights. But anyway, let's crack on with it. Well, that's the outside done. This is one of the longest hedges. So just move inside now and do the rest. Well, all the hedges are cut. It's always a good feeling when you finish this last one. It must be almost 6 feet wide, this blooming thing. So all that remains to do is rake up all the bits and carry them up the garden. They'll be burned. It's not a difficult job for a sort of steady away sort of thing. Well, these are the hedge cuttings. An enormous pile. It's amazing just how much growth they've put on this spring. Lots of strawberry appearing in the woodland. Well, everything is lush and green. Now, when I was cutting the hedges, I noticed that There's a Guelder rose appeared. So I've left it. And it produces sort of big lacy flowers, a bit like elderberry. But it has wonderful translucent red berries, which birds love, so I'll leave it. This is the Ceanothus. There used to be a really big one here, but they don't take frost very well. They don't mind the odd bit. But it was eventually killed. So this is a new one. Some description. Which I've never seen before. And the weeping ash tree continues to put on some foliage amongst that great tangle of ash dieback debris up there. Underneath it are these tall buttercups. Some more of these caterpillar tents on this spindle tree. They seem to like spindle trees, I don't know why. But take them off, otherwise they eventually cover the complete tree, devouring all the foliage. Well, there we are. All the grass cut, all the hedges cut, everything looking healthy. All we need now is some warm weather. So that's it for the moment from the garden. This is the end of spring, beginning of summer, and I'll see you in September, the end of September. I've just seen a blackbird eating her strawberries. I'll go and get a net. Anyway, for the time being, take care. We'll see you again. Bye bye.